Welcome to Pie's Bakery. We hope you have a wonderful stay. Welcome, everyone, back to the second session of Azarath's Uprising, the beginning. Last we left, our very lovely party found themselves chained up and in the dark with only one person to guide them. Managed to fight back a whole host of goblins even without their adventuring gear. Managed to get their adventuring gear and light sources, and now find themselves with several directions that they can go within this festering cavern. Several doors and a pathway that seemingly leads to some water, perhaps.
All right. As per your request, Haro, you told me to remind you to cast Alarm.
Yes, I'm gonna cast a ritual cast alarm on the trap door before we leave.
Okay.
And I don't think I'll set any specific uh, don't detect this or detect that specifically. I'll just leave it as a general. If something passes through the
Mm-hmm.
door, then I'll have it send me a mental instead of making a audible cue.
Okay. So if the door's open and someone goes through it, alert you.
Yes.
All right.
But it doesn't make any noise. It'll just like
Mm-hmm.
ping my mind, I guess.
All right. That can be done.
All right, guys. I think I'm comfortable going down that way
Okay.
without any fear of getting flanked from behind.
Okay. And remind me, this is the door that we came through last time, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have a
Okay.
door here, you have a passageway here, and a passageway here. And you were told
Okay.
previously that one of these passageways sounds like it leads to water.
I think it was this one.
Okay. So did you guys want to check out the passageways or check out what's behind the door first?
I suppose we can check the door, since I guess we're right here.
All right.
I suppose Caine would like to open the door unless he wants one of us to step in front of it.
If maybe I can just listen to see if I can hear anything on the other side of the door first. Could I cast guidance on myself and then listen in on the door?
Sure.
All
That will
right.
be a perception.
All right, perception. And then I'll roll the d4. Oh, that's a really good perception. 26.
From behind the door, you put your ear to the door, you can hear the sounds of definitely goblins. You can hear the like snickering back and forth of two goblins, as well as the sound, a new sound uh, that appears to hear like a. You hear kind of like the yips and the growling of a dog of some kind.
Okay, so it sounds like there's at least 4 things past that door, based off the description? Or is it 3 that I hear? Like the
With a
2 snickering and then the
with a
dog.
26, you can hear. You can definitely get two distinct voices, and then the growling of a dog.
Okay. Um, I'll whisper to everyone that seems like they have a dog of some kind. Sounds kind of big. Um, we can do this strategically and just blast through the doorway. Boris, you can chop the dog up if it comes through. What do you guys think?
Oh, sounds like I'll have to depend on you guys. Do we switch positions, Isaac?
Yes, just make sure not to leave yourself vulnerable. Like, at least try to hide behind the door itself if you can.
Okay.
And then with that, I'll step out of the way, keeping that in mind. Eve, you can cast long range spells as well, right?
Yes, I can.
All right. So between the three of us, maybe we can just run in, get side of the goblins, and then run back out after we blast our spell. I think that's probably the safest bet. Uh, any alternatives?
Oh,
Do
I
we want
will.
to lure them out after firing at them?
Well, hopefully we
Uh,
can just kill them in there while, um, before they can even shoot at us. I just want to mitigate the number of attacks that we're exposed to.
Yeah, I'd also like to avoid the possibility of that room leading to other rooms and there being more opponents for them to alert.
Well, if that's the case, at least we can have a bottleneck here, presumably.
There is also the other area that Boris and I heard where there's water. I don't know if we want to explore that area. I didn't hear anything else down that area, so it could just be an empty passageway, but it also could be a way out.
Well, at this point, Caine's concern is actually validated. If we head down that way and run into trouble, we know there will be somebody behind us.
That's very true.
Out of character,
Mhm.
Haro, what are your hit points at?
I'm at 9 hit points.
You want to hide behind me, just in case?
Yeah, especially since they broke my Armor of Agathis earlier.
Yeah, so we'll just swap positions here. Oh, you can probably just hug the pile of rocks. It's quite sturdy and hard, I'm sure. You know that by experience.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
not giving that pile of rocks a
I guess
hug.
I'll gesture to the groups like, okay, who wants to open the door?
I think you can probably open the door, and the three of us can probably just prep spells for that. Is that possible, Game Master?
What would you be prepping spells to do?
Um, Shooting the first visible uh goblin or dog
Okay,
once Boris opens the door.
sure.
Alrighty. Oh, you're getting Mage Hand ready? Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm getting Frostbite ready on my end.
I'm going to use
All
Mage
right.
Hand to open the door for Boris so he can just go right in swinging.
Oh, okay, sure.
Idea.
Oh,
Already a firebolt.
All
okay.
right. Well, all right. You guys ready? On you.
You mage hand the door open, and the door's opened, and nothing goes off because none of you have line of sight on anyone.
Okay, fair enough. Um, I think I would like to peek from around the door and see if I can spot anything.
Hey, I see
Or
something on top of the stairs.
oh, okay.
Like, I see something right here, but I can't make out. I can't make it out.
You definitely hear the two voices louder now, kind of just going back and forth with each other now that the door's opened.
All right. I guess in a whisper tone. I don't see anything within swinging distance. Oh, you guys would have to open up, then I'll sort of rush in and defend I guess the situation.
Right. Um, all right, do we want to rush in or try to lure him out here?
I might be able to bait them out here by using prestidigitation and making those sparks again. it's enough to draw attention. They might follow it.
Yeah. Hmm. I mean, it's worth a shot. Um, I'll give you guidance on whatever roll you might need to make for that. But do you think we should try to hide in ambush positions?
That's probably the most effective thing to do.
Okay, I scooch down and I see
Mm-hmm.
there's a cluster over here.
As
The
you get
goblins,
a
and it looks
as you get a better line of sight, you do see two goblins next to a cage at the top of some wooden stairs, and they seem to be throwing meat and other sort of goods into this cage that holds this black of fur looking hound.
I um I try to get out of line of sight, and
Yeah.
I sort of tell them it appears whatever that growling noise you heard is in the cage right now. If we set off anything that may draw their attention, they may just release the dogs as a precaution.
I see. Okay. That does change things.
Maybe better off to go with the shock and awe approach.
All right. Given that, I think I'm inclined to agree. Are we ready?
Um, on you guys.
I have the door open, so if you just want to make a run in for it, I'll try to get a line of sight.
All right. I think I'll have my starting position in this square, and then I'll move in from there. All right, here we go. I'm now moving my token in, and I see the room.
Okay.
So,
So you guys are full like charging into the room.
Yep, I'm going in last.
well, actually, okay. One last thing, since the door is open, can I scan the area for any but oh wait, hold on. No. I think Caine's better at this. Uh I'll drop my concentration on the guidance on Evelyn and give it to Caine instead. Back behind the rock. That way he can check for traps since it's an investigation check, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. Go ahead, Caine. Make sure we're not running into a spike pit.
19.
And then
And
go ahead
plus
and
1d4.
yeah, add a d4 to that. Okay. Well, it might have
Boy.
mattered.
There does not appear to be a spike pit under the door.
Alright, guys. Looks like there aren't any traps here. I think we're safe
All
to
right.
proceed.
All right. 5, 10. And then I will shoot.
Well, first, when you run in, are you trying to be sneaky about it, or are you just full blown sprint through door?
If I sneak, is that just half movement?
If you're stealthing, if you're sneaking, I'm gonna ask for a roll to surprise them with this
Okay.
attack. If your plan is just run through door, shock and awe, we're just gonna immediately go into initiative. But also, if you fail the roll, we're going immediately into initiative. So it's your choice. Since you're first through the breach.
I'll go for stealth then. It's not my best stat, but maybe it can result in something good. Okay.
Roll me a stealth.
So stealth? No, it's not great. Here we go.
Nope, they definitely hear the footfalls, and we're gonna go right into this.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow. Can the goblins do any better, though?
I mean,
Yes.
probably.
That one certainly did. And
So-
that one as well.
I was in the middle of my movement with my intent
Yep,
stated.
initiative
Do I
would
still-
stop that.
Okay, so do I need to move back or do I hold there or
No,
what's
you
going on here?
are on the square where you are. You are
Okay.
perfectly placed for this goblin to go around the stairs to his other buddy and unlatch the cage as his action. And then point, shout, and if anyone speaks goblin, he is commanding the hound to attack.
Ah, well, here we go.
But I will roll a separate initiative for it. That's going to be his turn, however. Actually, he's going to move to hide around the cage a little more. This other goblin is going to fire a short bow shot at you.
I guess that makes sense.
That's a 22.
That will hit.
That will hit. Well, luckily, even max damage isn't going to kill you, but it will do 2 piercing damage. Because that is the
All right.
low roll.
All right.
Who has higher dexterity, Evelyn or Caine? What's your dexterity mods?
I have a +2.
Also +2.
You guys
I
want
have
to...
a default Caine going first.
Alright. I was going to have a D100 off, but if you want to decide who goes first, that's fine too. And if you want Caine to go first, then Caine goes first.
Alright, Evelyn, you want to follow me into the room after?
Yep.
Alright, here we go. 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can barely see them over there. Okay, but I will cast Firebolt. Wait, is this the cage here?
That is the cage in the middle, yeah. And the dog is inside of it, and the cage has now been opened.
Okay, so the cage is open towards us now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cast a Firebolt at that Wolfhound.
Alright. That will hit. Ooh, and you do some big damage to it. Some of its fur singes, and it lets out a yelp of pain, and it is pretty hurt, but it is not down. Is that your turn?
That'll be it for my move, yes.
Alright. Evelyn.
She's on her way. She just had to handle food for a second.
All right, I will follow Caine in.
DM, is the
I-
mage hand that Evelyn casted still around, or did it dissipate already?
If you want it to be up, Evelyn, it can still be up. Otherwise, opening the door, the time pass. It's up to you if you want it.
Yeah, I would say it would just be clinging to the door, kind of waiting for a command. I will follow in Caine's footsteps and try to snipe the dog.
Okay.
We're gonna go with fire damage. Jeez.
That
8.
won't do it.
Dang it. That was a best roll too. Okay. That will be my my turn though.
All right, the Wolfhound. Well, they're gonna do a full charge to the thing that just blasted it with fire.
Fair.
And zip right over here and try and bite down into you for an 11.
An 11 does not hit.
You are able to dodge out of the way of the oncoming bite as we go to Boris.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and move. I'm trying to remember where my movement is. Oh, there it is. Oh. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm gonna go ahead and swing both of my axes at the Wolfhound.
All right. That is
Okay.
a miss.
Alright, and offhand.
That will hit.
Oh wow, okay. Alright, damage. Oh, okay. Eat damage.
You cut into the hound and slice into it, and as it lets out one last yelp, blood flies everywhere as it dies. Anything
And
else?
that'll be my turn.
Alright.
That'll be my turn.
Ooh,
Isaac.
thanks, Boris.
All right. Are there like railings on the stair that like if I hide behind it gives me cover?
No, it is exactly how it looks. It is just open stairs, up, down, no railings.
Oh, okay. So they don't have any hope of cover either. Okay, good to know.
Other than maybe from your position, other than this one behind the cage.
Okay. So I'll move 20 feet over here to cover my wife. And then I'm going to cast Frostbite.
The one in front or the one behind? I guess it's technically
The one that shot me.
I think
So
it
I
was this
think
one.
That was that one? Yeah, yeah. So,
Constitution saving throw.
yes.
The goblin gets a 4
Excellent.
at 1d6 cold damage for max.
Perfect.
Nice. One second.
All right. Yeah, and then I think I'll maintain my position right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That guy is looking rough. His buddy is going to... Well, he's going to try and hit you with an arrow. You just hurt his friend.
I mean, that makes sense.
And I'm just gonna do the same for both of them. They're both gonna send arrows at you.
I mean, this makes a lot of sense. So go ahead.
So I'm just gonna roll twice. I'll move both of them after the attacks because I think they will move, but I'm just gonna roll twice here.
Okay.
First goblin 21, second goblin 22.
They both hit. Those are really good rolls.
They are Boromiring you right now. That's what's happening. That is 3 piercing followed by 6 piercing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not looking too good anymore.
How you doing over there?
Armor Agathis down for 1, and then why isn't my hit points popping up? Okay. Anyways, I'm down to 2.
Yeah, you just got Boromired. The first arrow flies and strikes into you, shattering your icy armor, but it still sticks into your chest. The other one flies right behind it, and you now have an arrow stuck to maybe like top part of your chest and one sticking out of your stomach. You are... If the other goblins from earlier on landed hits on you and you didn't remove them, you would look like a pincushion. The first goblin
Rude.
is... So, which is this guy. He is going to jump down from the stairs and hang out, essentially, like, under the cage. The second one... Actually, you know what? Reverse that. That one's gonna stay here. The second guy who got hit by the frostbite... Oh, he would have disadvantage,
wait.
but
that second one had disadvantage. It was a 20 anyway.
I was gonna say, but does a 20 still hit?
20 still hits, yeah.
The second guy is going to go and hide behind the cage. Which anyone looking... The way it is, it's a raised platform. Anyone looking directly on can't see him, but if you were to go here, you can assume you get a line of sight on him. But for purposes, this guy has cover. This guy has cover to anyone not directly beneath him.
All right.
Caine.
Alright, I'm gonna try to move in front of my brother Issac to give him a little bit of cover. 1, 2, let's do this, 3. And I will cast Firebolt at the goblin on the top of the stairs.
Okay. A 12 will fly right past his head and hit the stone wall behind.
Alright, that's all I got.
Alright. Evelyn.
Well, my husband's really hurt, so I'm gonna step up right behind him and touch him on the back and ask cure wounds.
Alright.
We're 7!
The arrows kind of just sink out of me. I'm a pincushion no longer.
Alright, and you said that's your turn?
That is my turn, yes.
Alright, Boris. If you're
Boris,
there,
you're
you're
on
muted.
mute.
Sprinting caused both the standard action and the movement, right?
If you want to dash, it is your action.
Okay.
But it does
I
let
guess
you
I'm
move
gonna go
twice.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and dash then. Being right here does not mean that they're both in my, I guess my area of opportunity, right?
No,
Or field of opportunity.
you would need a 10-foot reach to hit both of them.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll sprint or dash 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. I'll move here.
Alright. That's your turn.
Yep.
Isaac.
Okay. I will walk over here.
And from that position, you can see both of them.
Okay. I'll aim for the one that's already hurt. We gotta get the action coming back from our side. Frostbite again?
Yes. So that would be the one behind the cage. Con save. 9.
Alright, d6 damage. Yes.
Nice.
He freezes up and drops.
Alright, and then I'm gonna jump in the fountain and crouch, which is effectively prone.
Sure, okay.
With my intent. So I'm hoping that because this is like just a regular fountain with a ledge, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to use that as light cover or half cover or whatever.
Okay. If you have the movement, I'd probably say this square instead, like actually fully inside.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
15 extra feet of movement, so whatever I need to do to use that, I'll do it.
Okay. This goblin has a decision to make. You're hiding. You've gone down beneath the fountain and are using it as cover. And he has several other people out in the open. One moment. I'm gonna roll a d4. Goblins aren't the smartest, but they have decent, like, they're very basic, so I'm gonna have a roll. It knows it's gonna have a harder time hitting some behind cover, so I'm gonna do a d4. 1 to 2 will be Boris. Actually, I'll do a d6. 1 to 2 will be Boris, 3 to 4 will be Caine, 5 to 6 will be Evelyn. Just for the out in the open targets. That's Boris. So this is an arrow coming at Boris for a 22 to hit.
That hits.
You are going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Okay. That will be its turn. Caine.
Seeing the goblin hit my brother, I'm gonna fire another firebolt at him.
Alright. That will miss.
Guys, I swear this goblin can do the Matrix. I'll reposition over. Oop, moving it. Reposition over here and end my turn.
Alright, as you end your turn, as much as I don't want to do this mid-combat, are you guys okay with, like, a 20-minute break? I have to run and do something real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Alright, so let's take
Okay.
20 and be back then. Okay, we are back from break at the top of Evelyn's turn.
Hiya!
What does that mean? What are we high-eyeing?
Hiya! God damn it.
Nope. Has that hit once yet?
No. And I wanted to really
Well,
bad.
you are level 1.
Yeah, but I'm rolling with a +6. This shouldn't be that
Yeah,
hard.
that's kind of crazy.
I will...
Evelyn, I think these are anti-magic caves. I can't seem to hit either.
Agreed. I will move 5, 10, 15. You know what? I actually want to go like under here so he can't hit me.
Sure.
25, 30. So I am underneath his feet.
Okay. Boris.
All right. Good question. Are these stairs meant for like goblins as far as like the height goes?
If you were right here, you could definitely reach him.
5. Then you said like right here.
That square or this square, either square, you can hit him.
Okay. I'll be in this square and I will attempt to swing like overhead, try to like hit him on the feet or
Yep.
something, or better.
Try and cut into
Right.
him. That one misses.
And
21 will hit. 5 points of slashing. Okay. You cut into him and he's looking pretty hurt. Very hurt, in fact. He's bleeding profusely from where you slashed him, but he's not out yet. He is barely holding on. As it is Isaac's turn.
All right. I'm gonna stand up, using half my movement, and I'm gonna tell the goblin in its own language, drop your weapons if you want to live.
Okay. What role are you aiming for?
I suppose it's going to be a persuasion or a
Okay.
deception. I mean, they're both the same.
Well,
Or an intimidation, I guess. I could see an argument for all of them.
yeah. Okay. If you want to do intimidation, it can be a flat roll because of the circumstances. If you want to persuade or deceive, whatever best fits your character, I'm going to ask for it at disadvantage.
Okay, then I'll go for the intimidate then. Alright, here we go. Huh?
I'm going to... Hold on a second. I am going to roll a secret roll here. And we shall see what happens.
As in, like, we'll see what happens when it comes to his turn?
Yes.
Oh, well, if he doesn't drop his weapons immediately, I'm blasting him.
No, he does not drop his weapon on your turn.
Okay. Then...
Intimidations, persuasions, etc., when it comes to combat, it will have to wait until it goes back to their turn. His turn
Okay,
is
then-
next, but if you want to blast him, I'm not going to stop you.
I think I'll...
He has been pincushioning you and your family.
I mean, yeah, but at this point, it's very clear that he's going to die. He's done a lot of damage, but
And also, our
I would like
brother over there
to-
has 2 points of HP left.
yeah, I would like to hold a reaction to cast the spell. Because he's facing me, right?
He is... Actually, no, he was facing Boris. That was the last person he shot.
Okay. Then, if the first thing he does as a sign of movement is not drop his weapon, I would like to release my spell on him.
Okay. It is his turn.
And then I'll use the rest of my movement to drop back into crouching.
Sure. It is his turn. And he rolled low. His roll of lowing... Wow. No, yeah, that makes sense. No, his low of rolling. It doesn't make sense. English. He is going to drop his short bow on the ground, but he is also taking his bonus action to disengage and try and run.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm shooting him.
And that is Frostbolt.
Frostbite, yeah.
Frostbite.
DC 14.
Con save 15.
Ah, he made it.
5, 10.
bastard.
Let me see his movement here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will have that be his turn. Oh no, well, dropping a weapon is kind of free. So he's just gonna spend his turn running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Well, he spent an action to disengage, right?
That's his bonus action.
Oh, that's his bonus. Okay.
Caine.
He just went down this hallway over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to pursue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you are. Firebolt.
Alright. That will finally hit.
And no one will.
He's dropped.
And no one will witness it.
No one sees it. We all think it's just continuous, just misses.
You guys may not believe me, but I got him.
Boris, are you alright?
Just another arrow, but still kicking. As I look at the goblins and just try to see if they have anything useful on their person.
Sure. Roll me an investigation. Other than maybe their weapons, you really don't find anything on them.
Right.
I will make my way to Boris and use my final cast of Cure Wounds for 11! Yeah, let's go!
Snap.
He's ready to be a pincushion again.
He is.
I suppose I'm going to ask Evelyn's like, how are you feeling with regards to magic?
That's the last of what I got. So we need to be careful.
Oh. My character sort of starts scratching his chin, or just thinking of the situations like won't be able to last any only be able to last one more engagement before we're gonna be in serious trouble.
Yeah, I
We
think
should
at this point we need to pick our battle.
prioritize escaping.
Agreed.
Let's regroup with Caine and Issac.
Yes, agreed.
I'm going to come back to the fountain for a little bit.
Alright.
I'll try to take point, guys. I can cast a little more magic to recast my Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
So 5 temp hit points.
Alright, I suppose once everyone gathered, I'll sort of just bring up the questions like, alright, what direction from here? Do we check that side room real quick, see if there's anything there, or do we try to head towards the Sound of Water?
The area
He
where I
was-
chased that goblin, it seems like one hallway that goes to a door, but it splits off, and the goblins seem to have been running in that direction instead. Hold on, let me investigate.
That could
By
mean
the
that
way-
there are-
By the way he was running away, would I be able to discern if he was panicking and trying to escape, or if he was looking for help?
Hmm. I guess I can ask for an insight roll.
All right, I'll give you an insight roll.
13. The way he was running was definitely urgent.
Okay.
It could have been, like you've seen previously, let me escape to my friends. That could also be, I mean, let me escape to my friends could also be tied with let me just escape in general.
Okay.
But I
Well,
wouldn't say it was clear because the goblin did not shout out, "You'll never chase me to my friends who are gonna kill
I mean that's
you."
fair. I mean that's fair. Um, yeah, I get out of the fountain. Do we want to continue down this path that the goblin was going? I have a suspicion that if this goblin is running anywhere, it's running towards where that other prisoner was brought.
I agree. Most likely it was running somewhere where it would be safe from us, which probably means danger for us.
Has your alarm gone off?
No.
That's correct.
Well, do we want to put weight on one theory? This is our chance to try the trap door.
As far as I see it, looks like there's 3 routes that we can take. We can either go down the corridor that the goblin was attempting to escape to. Hopefully, it was leading to the outside. We can go towards the water, which could indicate that this might be a waterfall cave, possibly. Or we could try the trapdoor and see if that might be an alternative escape path.
Didn't I make a check on the water being stagnant?
We never got to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you never went there, but Evelyn did hear the sounds of like water on water, as if water was dripping into potentially a larger pool.
Okay.
I wonder if it was
Um,
the fountain in this room.
it's possible.
Is the water flowing in this room? On the fountain?
The fountain does appear to be stagnant and just still.
Okay, so it's not coming from this. Let me take a peek around the corner where this goblin was trying to run to.
All right. I'll give you guidance for that sneakiness.
All right. If you want to stealth, you can.
DM, do you need me to roll a stealth check?
If you'd like to, yes.
Sure. I am not stealthy.
You do have a D4 from guidance, but I'm gonna tell you, it's not gonna give you much.
Yeah, you can probably hold it on until the next one.
But you do continue down your pathway.
Alright, guys, it looks like the hallway did indeed split off. So we have a door to the right side. Something may also be here.
As Isaac, someone should back up. Someone should back up Caine just in case if he gets spotted by a group. I can watch this door just to make sure that we don't get flanked.
All right. You
Guys, we
stay
got
here
two
then.
doors here. I'm in front of another one. I signal that there's a door right over here to Isaac. You want to try to
Okay, so
investigate the other side?
Yeah, I'll listen for anything. I'm gonna cast guidance back here so that
Mm-hmm.
no one can possibly hear the somatic components or the audible components. Sorry. And then I'll see if I can hear anything.
All right, give me a perception.
These D20s today are kind of mean.
You hear maybe the occasional sound of like a rock falling, or pebbles, going everywhere. That could just mean rocks falling from the cave walls or whatnot. You hear the occasional, but yeah, you hear the occasional sounds of just like a cave.
Typical cave noises.
Yeah.
What do you think, Isaac?
I don't
You
hear
have a
any
couple
voices.
options to go down now. This hallway has 2 doors, and there's a trap door in the back. I think there was one more hallway, if I recall correctly.
Hmm. Now, GM, I don't know what's on the other side of this door,
Mm-mm.
but logically speaking, can I listen carefully for a specific sound?
What would that sound be?
The sound of flies.
The sound of flies.
Yeah.
If you want to put your ear to the door again and listen more intently, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
22. Putting your ear to the door, listening specifically for the sound of flies. You don't.
Hmm.
You hear the cave
Ah.
sounds.
Okay.
No, specifically listening for flies, you don't hear them.
Okay. Yeah, I'll turn to Caine and say, I was thinking that perhaps this was a feeding ground, but I don't even smell flies being attracted to rot. It could be an exit. Shall I investigate the other door before we move?
Yeah, let's investigate our options for now.
I'll cast. Well, I didn't use my guidance die. That was my intuition, so I'll just continue on. Uh, Same deal, GM?
Same deal.
Okay, perception. Oh, this one's even better. And then with my intuition die, ooh, it's a 29.
Wow.
You know what? I'll roll my guidance die actually. It's a 32.
Okay. You can hear the occasional sound of maybe something dripping into, well, some small sounds like splashing in water, maybe, but not much else other than just regular cave sounds. The occasional drip or splash of something moving in water.
Okay. Um, I whisper to the others, I do hear some sort of movement beyond this door. What do you guys think? I didn't hear anything past the left door. There there is something moving behind this right door. And we haven't explored behind us yet either.
I guess whispering, I'll say we should probably do the left door then.
All right.
Or try to avoid engagement if possible.
Okay. Um, then shall we just file up towards the left door?
Hold on, Isaac. Let me try something. GM, can I crack the door open just a hair?
Sure.
May I make a I don't know how you want to do this. Investigation, I suppose, to see if the flame on my torch is flickering away from the door, to see if there's any wind blowing it back.
Okay,
that's smart.
sure. I'll allow an investigation. 20. Okay.
Because if that entrance or the exit is far away from us, that flame probably won't move. But if it's behind us, it'll probably blow towards the door.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about this looking at my map. Um, I think your torch, just due to positioning and looking at my map, probably wouldn't have much movement. Maybe barely movement,
But
some
nothing too
flow,
significant.
but nothing to signify one way or another.
Okay. Okay, I'll whisper to the rest of the group. The entrance doesn't seem to be nearby. There's no airflow pushing the flame one way or another. So, what do you guys think? Should we proceed?
With caution.
Sort. I guess I look at back to Evelyn. Do you?
I really think we're running on borrowed time here. Our priority needs to leave. I don't want to explore too much if we think we found an exit, but I see the logic behind exploring, but I think we need to be very, very careful as we go.
I agree. I think our best shot would be that earlier sound of water that we might have heard. That might be the exit that we're
All right, well, let's check out this next room. I didn't hear any movement in it. And if there's nothing there, perhaps we check the water next.
All right. So we all in favor to go to this next room?
As
I
quietly as
suppose
we
so.
can. And I will give Boris guidance so he can roll a d4 for stealth.
All right. You guys are stealthing and opening the door.
Isaac, do you want to take the lead on this? It might be easier for you to sneak since you can see in the dark, unlike the rest of us.
I suppose, but out of
I know
character?
you don't.
My dex is an 8.
Isaac, do you feel comfortable sneaking? I made a lot of noise going down this hallway.
Um, I will give you the guidance. I feel more confident seeing you sneak in front of me, even with a torch, than me sneaking.
All right, well, whoever is stealthing, roll me some stealth. And if you're opening the door, I will give you that.
What is that, a closet?
As before you, you see there are several stone inclines rising upward as the cavern ascends. In front of you, a stone wall extends up about 6 to 8 feet, creating a new plateau area. You can see that this continues upwards into the cavern, establishing one higher plateau after another.
This is the big room, guys. I'm gonna sneak in and see what I can find. Okay, it looks like the level where we're at kind of extends in both directions. Similar to that other room we were at. This incline's a lot steeper than the other room.
Let's stay together and explore towards the left first.
Okay.
I'm going to let Evelyn sort of go in front of me so that I'm watching our back.
All right.
Seems like a dead end.
Does seem like a dead end.
Oh,
As you go up plateaus, I have light barriers to remove because you can't see up. because this is a steep, kind of rocky cliff.
Do we see any source of light indicating that the outside might be in that direction?
Give me investigation. You do not. It is a dark cavern.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be any light in here, guys, except for our torches.
Right.
Hmm.
Cool.
Okay. Should we turn around and explore the water? Or do
Yeah,
you
how do
want
you
to
guys feel
see what's
about
on...
this? It looks like we would have to keep climbing to get anywhere significant in this direction. Don't know how safe this would be. All things considered, this was probably the direction that the goblin was still running towards.
Yeah. All right. Let's... Well, perhaps the goblin was just trying to leave the caves. Hmm. Um, I kind of want to make a check on the rock formations. Because if if this cave goes up, that means water must have come down to carve it out. But we can tell uh by the layers revealed if water did come down from some mountaintop or if this was burrowed up.
Okay, so you want to make a roll to see if it's natural or if someone made it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you can give me a nature. I mean, a
Probably
12,
mediocre.
a 12 is decent enough. It doesn't look man-made.
Okay. So, well, logically speaking, something naturally uh, f- flowed through here.
Isaac, do you think the goblin was trying to escape earlier?
It's possible. If the goblin wanted help, and whatever was causing the splashing before was some sort of beast, then you would think that it would just open the door and release that on us. Or run in the other direction. But if we came from the direction to the left, and it was trying to escape to the right, then perhaps your theory on the trap door being where its boss is, maybe that's just how it is.
Okay. If we're gonna climb, let me go first.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do I see? Is there a path that we could just barely walk up, or is the only way to advance any further via climbing?
From your position, you could have walked up to this next plateau, which you did, but it appears that going up any further will require climbing the plateaus.
I'll
I'll
go
give you
ahead
guidance.
and I'll go ahead and climb then.
All right. You
Um,
no check is
can
needed
Caine
for
and
this next
I...
one.
Okay.
Yeah, no checks are needed to go up the plateaus.
After the last one, we're nervous.
They do have your movements.
Oh, okay. And I guess
Light
I'm just gonna try to
might
make
leave
sure
you guys
that
a little bruised.
like no one's like going to slip or anything.
All right, you're helping people up. Okay. As you begin helping people up, can everyone give me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. How do you do a dexterity saving throw? This one?
Don't mind the sound of this.
Your first one's correct. You got a 16.
Oh, that one's okay.
No, that was a dexterity
Oh.
roll, not a
That's a
save.
dexterity roll.
Oh wait, save. My bad. Oh wait, no, I
Yeah,
did.
you
I did a
rolled.
save. Yep.
Oh,
Uh,
it's the same numbers rolled.
No, because sometimes you're proficient.
He's not.
yeah.
So it's the same number.
I'm keeping the one that says save. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a little bit of a stickler. So, as you guys are climbing up, you can hear the sound of shifting rocks as Issac, you're able to cling to the back of this wall and avoid it. But for the rest of your group, raining down on them are boulders and parts of rocks that shatter into each of you. So, Evelyn, Boris, and Caine, it was 2 boulders. You're each going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and we're going to roll some initiative because there are people who push those boulders. And they can see you, and you can't see them.
What the fuck?
Why are my goblins rolling so well?
Ah!
What is happening? I'm actually kind of bewildered here. So they do have cover, and I am going to stay with the lighting, just as is. One goblin... There's 3 targets. I'm going to do the D6 thing again for both of them. Except I'm going to go right to left. So 1 to 2, Evelyn. 3 to 4, Caine. 5, 6, Boris. They just want me to shoot you, man. I'm sorry.
Leave me alone.
So the first goblin's gonna peek his head up and fire a short bow towards Boris. That's a 24.
That
blame 'em,
hit.
man. I'm sure the light reflects very nicely off your head.
2 damage, and then I'm gonna do the same d6 for the others. We'll go the other way this time. 1 to 2 Boris, 3 to 4 Caine, 5 to 6 Evelyn. If this is a 1 or a 2.
Me too.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
So that's gonna
be.
be...
Oh no, Evelyn.
No.
That's gonna be an arrow towards Evelyn for a 7.
That misses.
Alright, they both peek their heads up, fire their arrows, then peek back down behind the rocks. Evelyn.
Oh, bastards. Okay. Looking up, can I tell if there's any more loose boulders that are likely going to be thrown?
You can probably safely assume the fact that they've immediately gone to their arrows. I'll just give you this free. That they've gone to their short bows. That was probably their one and done trap to try and get you.
Okay, gotcha. I'll look at the brothers and say, climb or run.
I think at this point, I think the first thing that just comes to mind is rush them.
I'll
That's
be right
what
behind
I'm
you,
gonna do.
but I'll be right behind you, but make sure you're in cover. I'm going to guess through context clues that it came from here.
Further up, you can guess, yes. You would have seen them.
Okay.
And now that we're in combat, as a reminder, any movement is half movement. Your movement is halved while on this map. And moving upwards.
Okay, so I've got a rough idea of where they are. I can't see them, but I know that they're up in this general area, right?
You can attack them. I will allow attacks towards them from down here. They just have cover while you can't see them. They have 3/4 cover, which will give them +5 bonus to their armor class.
Okay, sure, I'll take that. I'll move here for 30 feet of movement, so 15. And then I will take a shot at the one that shot at me.
Okay.
22.
That hits.
Awesome. I hit it with psychic damage. I'm just gonna like shake its brain from the
All right, yeah,
inside.
you hear like a little ah shout out as it gets a headache.
Perfect. Yep. So I'll use my 15 feet of movement to get there, and then can I kind of like squat down maybe a little bit?
Sure,
Try to do something, make
Mhm.
myself a little bit more difficult to hit.
sure.
Okay, and that'll end my turn.
Caine.
Okay, I'm gonna 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet. Do I have some cover from the side of the wall here?
For the well, for the purpose of this combat, they have the advantage raining arrows down on you.
Okay, yes.
So I don't think you would be able to get cover necessarily.
Okay, so just in the angle in general, we wouldn't be able to seek
Yeah,
any sort of cover whatsoever.
yeah, because they have the high ground, Anakin.
Don't underestimate my power.
Okay, guys, we know we should not underestimate the high ground. I will fire a firebolt in this general direction.
All right, firing at the one that shot Evelyn. That
15.
will miss. It would have hit their old armor class, but because they have 3/4 cover, it misses.
Out of character, does going prone
Going prone
take an
gives no, I mean, if you had movement, I'd let you use your movement.
Oh no, I used all my
But,
movement.
yeah.
It's like 30, well, 15 feet, my full movement in this. Okay, that'll end my move then.
Okay. Boris.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and dash.
Alright.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50,
Alright.
and could I use the last 10 to go prone?
Sure, and you can now see the goblins.
Okay.
Alright. Issac.
All right. I'll hit the one that Evelyn already hit with a frostbite.
Alrighty. Alright. Con save.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Ah, damn. And then I will move 10, 20, and then drop prone here.
Okay. Goblin 1. Let's see. Ooh. I didn't read that. Okay. So while the two of you up here might be prone, because your movement was getting to the next plateaus, they would have advantage on you. So one attack going towards Boris and one attack going towards Issac will be at normal roll with their short bows, because they cancel each other out. So the first short bow towards Boris is a 9. The second
Wait, so they
short
get
bow...
advantage from what, the height?
Yes, but your being prone cancels out the advantage, so these are straight shots.
Okay.
Well,
So that's a 9, which misses, and then the second towards Issac is a 16.
That does hit.
Okay, that will be 2 points of piercing damage. That is their turns, though. Evelyn.
So I will. continue to move 5, 10, 30. And then I will take a shot at whichever one hit me with the falling rocks. Whichever one I hit last. I think it was this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, I think that's the one you hit with Sorcerer's Burst.
Perfect. So I will do another one. Try to hurt its brain again.
That will hit, and you kill it.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, I will. That's my movement and my action. So that will end my turn.
Caine.
Alright, so 10, 20. I'm going to cast Firebolt at the remaining goblin. Ooh, God, that misses.
Yes, it does.
Alright, and I'm gonna go into prone from here.
Okay.
That'll be my move.
Boris.
Alright. 10, 20. Is it 30 to go over here? Or would it be 5 cents?
I'll say you can get to him.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and swing both my axes at him.
That misses. That hits. 5 damage. He's looking hurt, but he's still in it.
Alright, I suppose that'll end my turn.
Issac.
I'll use Frostbite again.
Alright. 14.
Oh, it's me to beat. Wait, unless my spot... Yeah, it's me to beat. Okay, so he beat it,
Alright.
and I will stand up, move 10 feet, and then drop prone again.
Okay. Goblin's gonna drop his bow, grab his scimitar, and go to slashing. So, Boris, there's a scimitar coming your way for a nope. Evelyn.
I love it when things come in nope form. It's great.
Yep.
All right. Let's try to finish this one off. But let's go with lightning.
Nope.
I will call upon my favored by the gods.
Okay.
Is my sorcerer class specialty. I get to roll 2d4 and add it to the total, possibly changing the outcome. 3! 17.
Then that is a yes, and you kill him.
Hey, all right. Was not prepared for that to actually work, but okay, cool.
Boris, do you see anything up there?
Yeah, or well, generally just scanning. I don't see anything. Oh, well, I see a door right here.
I ask Caine, how's that torch? Does it seem to be pointing towards the exit?
We'd need to get closer to the door. The door would block any wind flow if there's any airflow in that area.
All right. I'll be right behind you.
Alright, GM, same deal as with the previous door.
Alright, you crack it open, and I won't even have a roll for you as you slightly crack it open, and your torch, there does seem to be airflow.
Blowing it back towards me.
Whatever direction means the exit is in the door in front of you.
Guys,
Yay!
there seems to be airflow coming from here. There's an exit close by.
All right.
I tell everyone, well, if this is a typical military base, there will probably be scouts in the front of the entrance. So stay sharp.
Agreed.
Alright, guys. Shall I take point? I have
Yeah.
a little bit left on my Armor of Agathis, but it's thinning out.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, GM, I'm going to open the door.
Right. I will give you room description when you guys get a bit further in. For fun narrative sake. Why you don't see anything at first. I want to describe. Okay. As you all move in, you can stay where you are. Gonna now reveal these guys. As you enter into this room, you see a large sand pit houses some sort of loud grumbling sound of a creature in its deep depths. Adjacent to the pit is a snarling minotaur, barking orders at a goblin that is guiding that half-elf's now lifeless body to the edge of the sandpit to seemingly be thrown inside. Another goblin is standing next to the minotaur, who notices the emergence of your group and gets ready for an attack. You see a set of wooden crates sit near the goblin and minotaur as they turn to face your group. And we will roll for initiative.
Do you guys want to run back towards the other room?
Are we able to see what type of weapons the goblins are both wielding?
They are wielding the same weapons you've been fighting with, short bows and scimitars. And the minotaur has a large axe in his hands.
I don't know if we'll be able to retreat without getting shot at least once.
Yeah,
Alright.
our positions are unfortunate.
Goblin 1 is up first. And I'm gonna roll a d4 here. It's gonna shoot at Boris. That's a 17 to hit Boris.
My AC is 17, so that barely hits me, right?
Yeah, that does hit. I'm just gonna roll again so it doesn't get the crit. 4 points of piercing damage, and it's gonna stay where it is. Issac.
Alright, the one that hasn't shot yet is this one, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think I'll
Why-
shoot that one, and then position myself behind my brothers. So frostbite on this one.
Okay. 8.
Thank goodness.
Alright.
2 cold damage.
Okay. As you do that, he lets go of the prisoner. And if that's where you're ending your turn, the goblin is gonna... The goblin is going to... has his pick of targets, but I think he wants to get revenge.
I mean, that's fair.
The goblin's gonna 5, 10, 15 right here, and then fire an arrow at Issac.
Alright.
No.
No, he won't.
The Minotaur, however, is going to charge. Whoomp. I don't know why he's not sticking to the... There we go. I feel like this is a silly question to ask, considering one of you is in full plate armor and, you know, with a weapon out. But of Boris and Caine, muscular-wise, which one of you looks bigger?
I probably do.
Definitely my brother.
Okay. He is going to... He's gonna swing his great axe at you. And try and slice into you. He misses. Boris.
Oh god. I will return the. That's the challenge.
You can flank him.
Okay.
Yeah, flank him.
I'm gonna go. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. And
Sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to swing at his back.
Okay. A 20 will hit.
Okay. And seeing as how threatening this guy is, I'm gonna go ahead and pop my second strike of the giant for an additional 1d6 damage. So we'll see how much damage this does. Then I'll go ahead and. Oh, let me go ahead and. Yeah. Wait.
Alright. You
I'm guessing the.
strike into
Guessing
him.
it's not dead.
It is not dead.
Alright, and then here comes the second axe swing.
That will hit as well.
Nice.
Alright. He's looking rough, but he's still standing. Caine or Evelyn, whoever would like to go first.
I'll go for Evelyn.
All right.
I'll cast a point blank firebolt here.
Okay. That
Um,
will hit because being point blank would give you disadvantage, but because no, it would be at disadvantage because ranged attacks wouldn't count for flanking. So an 11 would miss.
Alright. Out of character, normally if you're in melee range and you if you back up without using disengage, it would take an opportunity swing. Right?
He will try and attack
Mhm.
you, yes.
Not the best idea. Alright.
So, staying where you are.
Disengage is an action or bonus?
Action bonus if you're a rogue
Or a goblin.
or a goblin.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll end my move there.
Alright. Evelyn. $19. That hits. For 3 damage. Anything else?
That will end my turn. I'll stay in that little corner area.
Alright. Goblin 1 doesn't like that his boss is being attacked, so he's going to fire an arrow at Boris. For a 10, which misses. Yeah, he's just going to stay where he is. Issac.
Alright. I'll use Frostbite against the one that has already been hurt.
Okay. 16.
Okay. Yeah, I'll position myself over here,
Okay.
and then I'll end my turn there.
This other goblin's also going to take a shot at Boris. 21.
that hits.
4 points of damage.
I am down.
So a arrow goes flying through the air, pierces into you, and you get the wind knocked out and feel your eyes just begin to fade as you get knocked down to the ground. The Minotaur looks at his goblins with a proud sense and then turns on Caine. As his nostrils begin flaring, he lets out, the smoke that a mad bull would let out. And now, he's going to recklessly attack you. So he is attacking you with advantage. That is a 12.
That does not hit.
You are able to dodge out of the way of the mad cow. Boris, I need a death saving throw.
Which is whispered.
Yes.
How do you whisper?
You type in /W, and you select PieGuy the Tasty.
Or what you can do, let me go here. I just turned on Whisper Toggle on your sheet, so now if you click the button that says 2GM, and then click Death Save, it should be sent to me, and just me.
Okay.
Okay. That is one of those. Caine.
This might be the time to use Catapult, since 5e spells don't trigger attacks of opportunity unless they have Mage Slayer.
GM, do I see anything nearby that's small, like a rock perhaps?
There would definitely be rocks.
Okay. I'm going to cast Catapult on one of those rocks.
Okay.
And fling it at the young Minotaur.
Okay, creature must make a dexterity saving throw on a failed save. Alright, dex save from the Minotaur. Spell save DC 14. 18.
Damn it.
God, frick.
On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. On a success, does it have a success? Is it just succeed and nothing happens?
I think it's
Yeah,
I
I think it
it's
just
dodged.
saw the object and dodged it.
No, so on a. Oh, I see. Yeah.
So it succeeds
damn it.
its save and just dodges out of the way of the oncoming rock. Okay.
That's all I got.
Alright, Evelyn.
Alright, I will take an attack on the Minotaur, and because it attacked recklessly, I get to take it at advantage, right?
Indeed.
Cool. Psychic damage for an 18.
That will hit.
Awesome, that's 3 points of psychic damage to him.
He is barely standing.
Damn it. Okay, I will... if I step here, can I shut the door?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna step outside and shut the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Here's your shut door.
Shut door. Door shut. End turn.
Alright.
Listening.
Goblin number 1 is going to 10, 15, 20, get a better shot and fire an arrow towards Caine. That's an 11, which misses.
An 11 does miss, yes.
Issac.
Okay. I am going to cast Cure Wounds on Boris.
Yep. Well,
Is it a touch spell?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Healing Word is the ranged one.
Okay. Then here we go. I'll move along the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And
Alright.
there we go.
9 healing to Boris. You are still on the ground, however. This goblin is going to take a arrow shot at Isaac for a 13.
13 hits.
13 hits for 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
The Minotaur is going to... You just ran in, but he is recklessly swinging, so he's going to keep to his target and try and bring the axe down on Caine for a 13.
13 does not hit.
You are able to dodge again this mad bull. Boris.
I'm going to step up, and I see Caine being swung at. It's like I didn't hear no bell as I swing my axes at him.
Alright. Let me turn off your whispering. That
Alright.
will hit. 4 damage is enough to kill the beast as you cut down the Minotaur, whose token has been broken for some reason. So let me see if I can add another one and actually give him the X mark this time.
How much does standing up, how much
Half.
movement does standing up take?
Half your movement.
Oh, half? I'm gonna go ahead and start, advancing towards the goblins,
Alright.
and that'll end my turn.
Caine.
Alright, I'm gonna fire a firebolt at this gobbo over here.
That will hit.
Ooh,
And that's a dead goblin.
Nice shot.
Anything else?
I will take some movement to get closer.
Alrighty.
10, 15, and I'll stop there.
Evelyn,
Alright, I'm gonna fling open the door.
flinging open the door.
Awesome. And I see the gobbo over there at the other end. I see a lot of things dead, and none of it's my family, so I'm very happy. And I didn't hear an arrow go thunk against the door.
Mm-mm.
So I'm gonna take a shot at this one.
Okay.
Open store, see
yeah.
so much has changed. I'm like, whoa.
That hits, and he dies.
Nice.
And that's combat.
Whew.
Oh my god, I'm shaking.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
Bad.
I think I saw the river Styx, or the D&D equivalent of the river Styx.
Is the river Styx.
It's like, as I go over to the crates, and I'm gonna go ahead and actually, I look at Caine. Could you investigate this to make sure there's nothing scuttling inside these before I open them up?
Sure.
That's the thing I need is a goblin to pop out and start stabbing me.
Roll
Ian,
investigation.
I'm gonna make an investigation check for traps.
You've
Okay.
got guidance.
Doesn't seem to be trapped.
Look at
I
Boris.
hate that.
It doesn't seem to be trapped.
I look at him and I'm just like, I understand. I tell Caine to back up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and open the crates.
Okay. You open the crates, and you find a decent amount of rations in the crates, as well as a interesting purplish colored potion.
I'm gonna go back into my brother's like, okay, no explosion. Let's
As if you
see
had
what we.
any doubts. Look away. Was like, whew. Glad I was
Is there
right.
anything in the little wheelbarrow here?
There does not appear to be anything.
Okay.
Boris, I was able to stabilize her. Do you think you can carry her out?
Seeing as we this is probably open lights coming through here.
Oh yes, you can definitely see outside.
GM, can I
I'm
make
gonna
an
go ahead and
investigation to the sand pit?
Sure.
Oh
tell
God.
Caine,
Just don't get close.
don't get too close.
Yeah.
12. Yeah, I'll make that investigation for him, Matt.
What are you doing, Boris?
I'm gonna go ahead and pick her up, and I'm gonna go ahead and start taking her to the wheelbarrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell Isaac, go take what rations we can bring with us. We have no
Right.
clue how long it's gonna take before we reach a safe location.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Warn Isaac, hey, I can still hear something coming from that hole there.
Yeah,
We'd
let's
probably try
not.
to get out of here as soon as we can.
Yeah, let's get moving.
I'll just say right now, I am not curious to find out what's down there.
No one
As
is.
I
but still.
as I get ready to like essentially pull the cart.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh.
let's load up the half elf and then let's get out of here.
Okay.
Oh, and I guess just a quick question. What did the Minotaur look like? Did it have like armor or have like anything dangling off its like
It. You can roll me an investigation.
or
I'll assist. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
It
You
looks.
can't
He
see
looks.
shit.
He looks very bare. Minimum. Most of what he has is his great axe lying next to him.
Do you want a great axe?
I'm like, well, might as well bring a trophy with me while I'm at it.
Just stick that in the wheelbarrow also. Okay.
Am I able to chop off the Minotaur's head?
It might take you a while because it's a big creature, but you can eventually get it done. You don't
Boris,
have anything
Boris,
to. You don't have
Boris,
anything to place it in.
what are you gonna do with that? If you want a trophy, just rip off its loincloth and let's go.
Just look at them like. I
He's like,
guess I'll
"Fine,
just
man."
snip off the ear. I'll just snip off the ear and then just
Okay,
grab the great axe.
that's more reasonable.
If you're gonna take the loincloth, please do not put it on the half elf. She's already been through enough.
I look at Evelyn's like, I'm not touching that loincloth. I have standards.
Okay. Now let's get going.
Okay.
Because I don't feel like chancing a short rest here. But
Yeah,
I
I don't know
will
if whatever's in that hole can come out.
yeah, I will
Let's go.
peek outside and see if I can see anything.
You see daylight and fields upon fields.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Go, go, go.
Okay. As you guys leave the cave, you hear and see. You first see a glowing entity appearing before you at the very mouth of the cave as you exit. And it begins speaking to you without any chance of your reaction. Just the second you're outside, it appears and begins talking. And it says, "In the ultimate battle of good and evil, Two brothers fought to create the realm of Ederbin. These two celestial beings clashed ferociously with one another, creating deep seas and tall mountains. Until I, Ariel, the Righteous One, was victorious, banishing the evil Azarath to an underground tomb, imprisoning his soul forever within a book of spells. Ederbin prospered until a small group of warlocks went in search of his fabled tomb, seeking the book. Eventually, he was released, killing without remorse. But a small band of adventurers braved together and were able to weaken him back to the underworld. It is foretold that the amulets they used could one day be destroyed and unlock the underworld prison that holds Azarath once more. The four of you are linked not only by family, but by ancestry to these heroes, and by the tattoos that I placed upon your wrists. And as he says that, the glowing compass that is on each of your wrists begin to glow brighter. You must find these amulets and make sure that Azarath does not emerge once more. And as he says that, the glowing entity shimmers and disappears as the four of you feel invigorated and will level up to level 2.
Yes!
Hallelujah.
And we will end our session there, at the revelation that you are part of a lineage that stopped Azarath the first time. And we will see what comes of that next time in our third session of Azarath's Uprising.